Hello guys, welcome back to Pentester Club. Today we are going to discuss about pre-security in TryHackMe. So now let's get started. So here what we can learn in this. So here we can learn introduction to cybersecurity and network fundamentals, how the web works, Linux fundamentals and Windows fundamentals. So we can see everything in detail. So first of all we go introduction to an offensive security. So, in short, offensive security is a process of breaking into a computer system and exploit the software and bugs and finding a loopholes in application to gain like an unauthorized access. So, you can see which of the following is an options for better to represent the process where you simulate a hacker actions and find vulnerabilities of the system is only the offensive security. So, now we can go and hack the machine this one, hacking your first machine. Can put this one. So now it's game. So in the step one, we need to open a terminal. Let it be load. This one. So you need to minimize this one. And here I have a terminal. You just open. So we need to find the hidden web directories. For that, we need to use a GoBuster. If you're not yet installed, you need to install a GoBuster. W defines the word list directory. So here is found as a bank transfer here. So we got it here. Now we need to go to this bank transfer. For this, open a Firefox, the fakebank.com, then click on forward bank transfer. So now we have got it here. So now we need to transfer a $2,000 from the bank account is sending from 2276 to account is 8881 and total amount is $2,000. Then click on send money. So success transfer was sent, then return to a dashboard. So now you can see, congrats, you have hacked the bank and answered the TryHackMe questions. So above your account balance, and you should now see the message indicating the answer this question. You can find the answer here is bank hacked. So this is the answer. So now no need this under. So how can I start learning careers in cybersecurity? People are often to wonder other becomes like a hackers and security consultants or defenders or security analysts are fighting like a cybercrime, and the answers is a simple breakdown into a learn, and it's like a curiosity and enthusiastic to hack like a opponent systems, like a penetration tester responsible for testing and technology products for finding exploitable securities vulnerabilities. So red teamers they play a role of an advisory of similar like a penetration testers, and they can vulnerable, and they can uh, next time that cannot be vulnerable and protect from the cyber criminals also. Security engineers and design and monitored and maintain a security controls and networks and systems and help to prevent a cyber attacks. So now just come back. Now introduction to a defensive security. So, what is a defensive security? Defensive security refers to the practice of strategies and measures taken to protect a computer systems and networks and data from unauthorized access, cyber attacks, and other potential threats. It involves implementing a various security controls such as firewalls, intrusion detection system, encryption, access control, and regular software patching to prevent and mitigate a risk to an organization. Digital assets is there something specific you would like to know about a defensive security? So, in defensive security, there are like two parts, like preventing instructions from occurring and detecting instructions when they occur for responding properly. So you can see uh, which team focuses on the defensive security. It's only the blue team. Now you can see. So what is SOC? Security Operations Center. So it looks like a mention SOC. Are you referring to a security operations center? SOC. SOC is a centralized team responsible for monitoring and detecting and responding to a security incidents and threatening in real time. They are analyze the data from various sources to ensure an organization information system is secure. If you have any specific questions, you can look it out here. Vulnerabilities and policy violations and unauthorized activities and network instructions. You can see here. What would you call the team of cybersecurity professionals that monitors a network and system malicious contacts? Is only a SOC. What does DFIR stand for? So, digital forensics and incident response. And what kind of malware requires a user to pay the money and regain the access is only the ransomware they can send you in Bitcoin so that you can keep on track. So practical example defensive security. So for first of all we need to launch the site. So here you can see inspect the alert in your SIM dashboard. Find the malicious IP address. IP address from the alerts. Make a note of it and then click on the alert process. So this is an unauthorized access 143.110.250.149. Okay, so we need to enter. So here there are a website on the internet that allows you to check a reputation of the IP address to see whether it malicious or suspicious. So that is 143.110. So that's it. So there are many open source database out of there like Abuse, IPDT and Cisco, Telesco Intelligence, where you can perform a reputation and location, check the IP address, most security analytics. Use this tool to aid them alert investigation. You can also make a internet safer and reporting the malicious IP, for example, on abuse uh, IPDP. So now we know that IP address is malicious. We need to escalate to the staff member. Then click on next. So we should not worry too much if it was a failed authentication attempt, but you probably notice the successful authentication attempt from the malicious IP address. Let's declare a small incident event and escalate it. There is some great staff working at the company, but you would not want to escalate this to a wrong person who is not in the charge of your team or department. So that's only the SOT team that can allow. And then click on this. So now you got the permission to block the malicious IP address. Now you can proceed and implement and block a rule. block the malicious IP address on the firewall, find out the message. So you need to put that IP address 143.110, then click on block IP address, then you got it here, your answer here. Try hack me and threat is blocked. Then you can close this. Now come back. So careers in cybersecurity. Careers in cybersecurity can offer in wide range of opportunities to help an organization protect their digital assets and data. So you can see some of people they pay like high paid salaries and jobs and existing work to include a legacy of hacking system and defending against a cyber attack and being demand. So cybersecurity is the most demand jobs nowadays. When artificial intelligence grown, the cybersecurity is more demand. So once you come to a security analyst, what security analyst can be done? So security analysts monitored and analyze the security threats and investigate and incidents and implements the security measures. So you can see what security engineers can do. Security engineers designs and implements and manages the security solutions and infrastructures. What is incidents and response can do? So response to and mitigate security incidents, ensuring a swift recovery and preventing of future attack. What is digital forensics can we do? So digital forensics that can collect the data and evidence while observing a legal procedures and analyze the digital evidence to find the answers related to the case and document finding and reporting the case. Like I was click a snapshot a photo that they can get the entire report including with the location also. Okay, if you have shared to one photo with them, you understand. So what is a malware an analyst? So, malware analysts work like involving and analyzing a suspicious program. Like I created a WannaCry malware program so that I can spread through emails and some other spamming boards and something else that you can't able to get detect, and you need to find a program to avoid these things. Okay, that's it. So here is penetration tester. It conducts a control attack on a system to identify vulnerabilities and weakness. And red teamer. So red teamer it's like similar like a pen tester that can conduct conduct and control attacks on the system and identify the vulnerabilities, and that they will make everything correctness and against that won't be fall uh, in that vulnerabilities again. Okay, so now we go for with the quiz. So click on view site. So try to build a raft home, thinkers, Tony Shark, Iron Man. Then you can click on battleship, historical, back to a future. So this is given a like a penetration tester. So you can try this in your own. Okay, that does not matter. Okay, then we take this. Now come back. So now we come network fundamentals. So what is networking? Okay. So networking in the context of technology refers to a practice of connecting and linking a computer devices and systems to communicate and share resources. It enables a data exchange, information, and sharing a collaboration between device and user. Networking can occur within a local area network or extend over a large wide area network. Some key accept we can see like here. I send a email or SMS to a Bob and Jim. So Bob can forward that same SMS to a Jim also, and this can forward a same message to Alice also. So, what is the key term of a device that connected together? It's network only. So, now we can see what is the internet. So, the internet is short form as interconnected network. Is a global system of interconnected computer network that enables a communication and information exchange between billions of devices in the worldwide. In a vast network infrastructures that connects a computer server, routers and switches and other devices using a variety of wired and wireless technology. Like you can see, uh, Alice is there, Bob and Jim. So Alice can uh, communicate with everyone, not only one. Like Bob can send Alice, Alice send to a Jane, and Bob can directly send a message to Jane, and Jane can send to a directly a Bob. So this is a communication. So who invented the World Wide Web? So World Wide Web was invented the here is this Tim Berners-Lee. That's it. So now we can see identifying the devices on the network. So how we can identify the devices on the network? So every devices on a network that can identify using a various methods and tools. Here, like we can see, every device has a IP address, Internet Protocol address, and a MAC address. Okay, so IP address is given in the form of oct. Okay, and every in the oct 0 to 20 to 255 the decimals need to be present. If you change the network one place to another place, and at the end of these 2 points only it will change, and if you change the country these two will be changed. Okay, that's a simple logic here. So now we will click on view site. So now we can see we need to send a request to the machine. Let's see, we will request, but it's going to a dustbin. So we can try to request again, but it's going to dustbin. So we need to change the MAC address to request the server. So this is our copy this MAC address, paste it here, then click on request. I sent. So now you try here, try hack me, you got the try hack me one. So this is the answer. So that's it. Split this. So what does the IP stands for? Internet Protocol. What is the each section of IP address is called? Octet. How many sections in the digits does IP address have? 4. What does the term for MAC stands for? It's a media access control. That's it here. So we can do a ping. So ping is a common command. It's commonly used a network utility in a command line interfaces that use it to test and reachabilities of a remote host and measures the round trip of time it takes and packets of the data to travel the host and back. So here is the basics here something. So it will travels. So what protocol does the ping use is a ICMP. What is the syntax of ping? Ping and IP address. So we need to find a flag. So now click on viewer site. So we need to input IP address. 888, then you need to ping. So it's see ICMB ports is pinging. So this is the uh, flag, we got it here. Then click on close. So continue your learning into a LAN. Come back. So introduction to a LAN. So first of all, I just close this. Later we go. So what is a LAN? LAN is a local area network. It's a network or interconnected devices and computers that are geographically limited to a relatively a small area, such as single building, a campus, or a group of nearby buildings. LAN are designed to facilitate a communication and resource sharing among the devices within the same physical locations. Okay, so it can share only a in the local area network. How many systems is connected here? Okay. So, what is a star topology? Star topology is a type of network topology in which all devices in a network are connected to a central hub. Okay, so this is a central hub. So this is a bus topology. This is like a star topology. Sorry. Okay, central hub or switch. In this configuration, every device communicates directly with a central hub, which acts as a central point of a control and distributes the data traffic. Each device is incident and does not directly communicate with other devices in the network. Instead of all communications is routed through the central hub. Okay, so now we can see bus topology. So, bus topology is a type of topology in which all devices in the network are connected in a single central communication line known as a bus or a backbone devices. This, okay, on the network are connected in a linear fashion on the bus and the data transmitted in both direction along the bus. Here are some like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the data will send from here, it will go here, and if you send from here, it will go like this. So it will pass every location. And we go for ring topology. So ring topology is a type of network topology in which each device is connected to exactly a two or other devices, creating a circular arrangement, reassembling a closed loop or a ring. Data travels in one direction around the ring, passing through each device until it reaches its intended destination. Here are some keys like so it will transfer like this, like so. Now we can see what is a switch. A switch is a network device used to connect a multiple devices within a local area network and manages the communication between them. It operates the data link layer 2 of OSI model and is commonly used to create an efficient and secure network. Switches are essentials are directing a network traffic and ensuring the data is delivered only to the intended recipient devices. And now, what is a router? A router is a network device that connects a different network together and forwards a data packets between them. It operates the network layer 3 of the OSI model and plays a crucial role in directing and data traffic across a network such as within a local area network or between a LAN or a border internet routers. Use a routing tables and protocols to determine the best path of the data reaching a destination. So you can see uh, what does LAN stands for, local area network. What is the verb given a job a routers perform? A routing. What devices use a centrally connected a multiple devices locally that network transmit data to correct a location is a switch. What topology is a cost efficient to set up is only a bus topology. What topology is expensive to set up and maintain is a star topology. So we need to solve this one. Click on view site. So here, topology flaws. This lab will take you through the flaws in different network topologies. Then click on next. In a ring topology, all devices are connected to two others to create a full circle. Then click on next. Packets of the data travel from one device to the next until they have reached to their destination. Then click next. One of the major flaw in the ring topology is that if the devices goes down uh, or a cable breakdown, then the data will be no longer passed. Yes, it will no longer. If you hover, then make a middle of the network cable and you can cut it out and see what happens it is. Now you can see the data is not transmitted now. That's it. So the packets can now no longer to travel around the network and no devices can be talked to each other. That's it. That's the ring topology. So now is a bus topology. With a bus topology, all devices are connected to a single cable, often called a backbone. Data is sent in both left and right directions and down and up and the backbone until the packet's destination is reached. Click on next. A major flaw in the bus topology is that it cannot handle a large amount of data. One of the next step, send as many packets as quickly as you can to try take down the network. Then click on next. So computer 1 to 1, you need to send a large number of data. So you can see. So the bus network is now down. Then click on next. Star topology. With a star topology, all devices are connected with their own cable to a central switch or hub. So this is a switch or hub. Okay, then click on next. Every packet is sent through the switch, which means if the switch goes down, the network will no longer work. See if you can somehow break the switch. So the network is now down. So you got the flag. Topology is flag. Just close this. A premiere on subnetting. So, a subnet is a short of subnet work is a logical division of IP address into a smaller one, manageable segments and subnetting. Subnetting allows you to create a smaller groups within a larger network, which can be useful for organization devices, improving a network efficiency and enhancing security and subnetting. Subnetting is commonly used in IP networking to control the managed IP address of locations. So I can see this. So we can go this. What is the technical term is dividing a network into a smaller pieces is subnetting. How many bits are subnet mask is 32. What is the range of sections of octal in the subnet mask is the same like 0 to 255. What address is used to identify the start of network is network address. What address is used to identify devices within the network is a host address. What is the name used to identify the device and responsible for sending the data to another network is default gateway. So what is ARP protocol? So the address resolution protocol is a network protocol used to map an IP address to a physical MAC address within a local network segment. ARP is a crucial for communication between devices in the same network and is a fundamental component of Ethernet protocol. So you can see what does ARP stands for, Address Resolution Protocol. What category of ARP packets ask a device whether or not it has a specific IP address. So if you want to get the something, so you need to go to a Google and you can request, and if it's there available then it will give you a response. It's a request. What address is used to a physical identifier on the device of the network is MAC address. What address is used to a logical identifier of the device of the network? IP address. So what is DHCP protocol? So DHCP, the Dynamic Host Configuration Protocol, is a network protocol used to automatically assign IP address and other network configuration setting devices within TCP/IP based on a network. DHCP simplifies the process of network configuration by dynamically allocating and managing the IP address of submitting masks and default gateways and DNS servers and addresses and other parameters is required for this. So you can see DHCP is discovered, and this is the DHCP, and DHCP offers an IP address, and DHCP is requests the IP address, and DHCP acknowledges within 24 hours. So now you can see what type of DHCP packets use a device to retrieve IP address is DHCP discover. What type of DHCP packets does the device send once and it has been offered an IP address is DHCP request. Finally, what is the last DHCP packet is sent device from the server is a DHCP acknowledge. So now we continue learning the OSI models. Come back. So what is an OSI model? So you can see the OSI Open System Interconnection model is an conceptual framework that standardizes the functions of communication system or network into a 7-digit layers. Each layer represents a specific set of functions and protocols that contributes to end-to-end communication process. The OSI model serves as a reference for understanding the design, network or architecture, protocol, and interactions. Here are the 7 layers here. You can see application layer, presentation layer, session layer, transportation layer, and network layer, and data link layer. So we can see what does OSI in OSI model stands for. Open System Interconnection. Okay, here is no practical. How many layers is here? 7. What is the key term for when pieces of information get added to the get data is encapsulations. So now we can see application layer. So basically we need to know what is the application layer. So the application layer provides the network services directly to end-to-end user applications. It includes the protocol and services for tasks such as email transfers and remote access and web browsing. So we can see what is the name of this layer application. So what is the technical term is a given of the name or the software user to interact with is a graphical interface. And we go for presentation layer. So what is the presentation layer? So the presentation layer deals with the data format translation and encryption and compression and the data transmission to ensure that data from the application layer is presented in the format of receiving devices can understand. So we can see what is the name of this layer is presentation layer, and what is the main purpose of this layer is translator. Now you can see it. Session layer. So what is a session layer? The session layer establishes, maintains and terminates the communication sessions between applications and different devices. It handles the session management and synchronizes and the checkpoint to allow for a orderly exchange of data. So what is the name of this layer? Session. What is the technical term when connection is successfully established? A session. What is the technical term of small chunks of the data? Is a packets. So this is a transport layer now. So the transport layer ensures end-to-end communication and reliable data delivery and flow a control between devices. It segments resemble the data, manages end-to-end error detections and corrections, and provide a mechanism for managing a data flow. Okay, here. So you can see I send from web servers to a computer packet 1, packet 2, packet 3, packet 4. Okay. So what is the name of this layer? Transport layer. What does TCP stands for? Transmission Control Protocol. What does UDP stands for? User Datagram Protocol. What does a protocol guarantee? That accuracy of data is, that's a TCP, Transmission Control Protocol. What protocol does not care if data is received or not by other devices is UDP. What protocol would an application such as an email client use? TCP. What protocol would an application that downloads a file use is? TCP. What protocol would applications that can stream a video is? User defined protocol. And we come back to network layer. So the network layer handles a routing and forwarding a data packets between the different networks or subnets. It is responsible for addressing a logical addressing or IP address and determining the optimal path of data transmitting across the uh, intermediary of routers. So now you can see what is the name of this layer network. Will packet take the most optimal router across the network? Yes. What does the acronym OSPF stands for? Open Shortest Path First. What is the full form of RIP stands for? Routing Information Protocol. What type of address are the dealt with this layer? Is only the IP address. So now come to a data link layer. So the data link layer provides error detections and correction mechanism as well as a framing and addressing a data packets. It is responsible for organization a raw bit into a frames and managing access to the physical medium and ensuring the reliable point-to-point communication between directly connected to the device. That's it. So what is the name of this layer? Data link layer. And what is the name of this piece of hardware that all network devices come with? Is network interface card. So now go with the physical layer. So what is a physical layer? This physical layer deals with the physical transmission of a raw bits over the physical medium such as cables, wires or wireless signals. It includes the specifications for electrical and mechanical characteristics of the physical medium such as voltage levels, cable types and signal encoding. So what is the name of this layer? Physical. What is the name of a numbering systems that is a both 0 and is binary? So what is the name of cables that we are used like a Ethernet cables? So now we need to play this game, OSI game. Let's see. So you see our hacker has been locked in the dug tunnel dug in. So their only a chance of freedom is by choosing the correct path based on the OSI model. Use your cursor key to move left or right and space bar to enter the doors. Okay, click on play. First is physical layer. Yes. Then we go for data link layer. Yeah, we getting. Then we go for a network layer. Then we go for transport layer. Then we go for a session layer. Then we go for presentation layer. Then we go for application layer. So well done, you have escaped the dragon completed in 58 seconds. So this is the TryHackMe of the flag. So you need to input here. So continue your learning packets and frames. Then come back. So what is packets and frames? Packets and frames are fundamental concepts in networking that refers to units of data used for communication within a network. They are used to encapsulate and transport a data across the different layer of the OSI models. While these terms are often used interchangeably, they have specific meanings in different layers of different network stacks. So you can see they are transferring the data from packet 1, packet 2, packet 3. So now you can see what is the name of the piece of the data when it does have IP address of information. So it's a packet. What is the name of the piece of data when it does not have IP address of information? It's a frame. So so now we can see this TCP/IP. So TCP/IP, which stands for Transmission Control Protocol or Internet Protocol, is a suite of a network protocol that form the foundation of the modern internet and many private networks. TCP/IP provides a standardized set of rules and protocols for communications and data exchange between devices and different networks, enabling the seamless communications across the diverse hardware and software platforms. It is an often referred to a protocol stack because it consists of multiple layers such as responsible for specific tasks in the communication process. So you can see this. So now you can see Alice send a Bob with a scan, and Bob send scan and acknowledge, and Alice is return back only the acknowledge. It's the same thing. Alice send a fin, and Bob send acknowledge and fin, and Alice return back the acknowledge. So what is the header of the TCP packet that ensures the integrity of data checksum? Provide the order of a normal three-way handshake with each step separated by comma is a scan, scan and acknowledge. So we do a practical of handshake. Let's see here. So we can flow this one better. So she is Alice, she is Bob. Consider. So scan. Can you hear me, Bob? Then he will respond with acknowledge. Yes, I can hear you. And she will send. Okay, great. With the yes, I can hear you. No, cheesecake. So he want to respond back with a scan or acknowledge. Yeah, I can hear you. Okay. Fin or acknowledge. Acknowledge. Okay. No, no. I'm all done. So he is responding wire wrist scan is received. No. Yeah, me too. And she is respond as a scan. Goodbye. So this is the TryHackMe TCP character. Here, that's it. So you can close this. So now you can see UDP/IP is a user datagram protocol or internet protocol. Is a communication protocol that operates within the TCP/IP suite. It's a connectionless and lightweighted protocol used for sending and receiving a data packets over the network, unlike a TCP, which provides a reliable and order a data delivery UDP is more focused on spend and efficiency of making it suitable for certain types of applications where immediate data transfer is more important than reliability. So you can see Alice, Bob send a request to Alice. Alice is respond, and Bob Alice got the response from the Bob. That's it. So what does the term UDP stands for? User Datagram Protocol. What type of connections is UDP? Is a stateless. What protocol would you use to transfer a file? Is a TCP. What protocol would you use to have a video call? Is a user defined protocol. So now we need to solve ports of 101 protocol. Click on view sites. So you need to put a port is 88, IP address is 8.8.8.8 and port is 1234. Then click on connect. So connection is received. Thank you. You have connected to a port. So now you can see continue your learning, extending your networks. So now you can see here extending your networks. So extending a network refers to an extending its coverage area, connection. More devices are enabling a communication between different physical locations. There are several ways to extend a network, each with its own consideration and requirement. Here are some common things. Okay, so now you can see introduction to a port forwarding. So port forwarding is a network technique that allows a network traffic that destinate for a specific port or a service on a router or a firewall to be redirected to a different devices or a server within a private network. It enables external devices or users to access a service hosted on devices behind the router or a firewall, even though those devices might not have a public IP address or might located within a local network. Okay, you can see. What is the name of the devices that used in the configuration of port forwarding? It's a router. So now you can see a firewall. So what is a firewall? A firewall is a network security device or a software that acts as a barrier between a trusted internal networks and untrusted external networks, such as the internet. Is the primary functions is to monitor and control incoming and outgoing network traffic. Based on the predefined security rules, firewall plays a crucial role in protecting a networks and devices from unauthorized access, cyber attacks, and other potential security threats. You can see what is the layer of OSI model do a firewall operates? Layer 3 and layer 4. What category of firewall inspects? The entire connections is stateful. What category of the firewall inspect the individual packets is stateless. So now we go for practical of firewall. Now view the website. The website at 203 and dot 0.110 is under attack. Quickly add some firewalls rules and stop the crashing of the system. Okay, so port is 80, then Okay, we retry and just add this. No, 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 no. So this is sending a bulk number of activities. Okay. So this is the IP address. The port is coming from 34. I just put a drop. So now you can see the drop is has been done. So you have saved the server. This is the TryHackMe firewall rule. Copy this and paste it here. Firewall rules. Click on submit. Then that's it. It's closed. So now we can see what is a VPN basics. So VPN is also called as a virtual private network. The basics involves creating a secure and encrypted connections between two or more devices or a network over an untrusted network such as internet. VPN provide a way to establish a private secure communication channel even when the data is transmitted over potentially insecure or public networks. You can see here. So we need to close this. So you can see here the internet, network 1, network 2, network 3, VPNs. So what VPN technologies only encrypt and provide authentication data is PP. PP stands for this technology used for to PPT to explain the below with SSH. Yes. What VPN technologies uses the IP framework, that is only IPsec framework. So we can see LAN networking devices. So what is a router? We have previously discussed about router, what is switch and everything. Okay. So later we can discuss about this now. So router connects a different network together in a direct data traffic between in a LAN. A router often with servers as a gateway to internet and manages a data flow between a local network and external networks. And a switch. So switch are used to connect the devices within the some local network. They operate the data link layer is a layer 2 of the OSI model and forward data frames. Only the intended recipient devices switches enable the efficient and secure communication between devices. So here we can see what is the verb for the action that router does is router does only the routing. What are the two different layers of the switches separates this come of layer X and layer 3. So that is only layer 2, layer 3. Yeah. So deploy a static site attached with this thing, this task, and experiment to doing this. Okay. So now break down every step a packet needs a computer 3 and reveal the flag. So computer 1 to computer 3, computer 1 to computer 3. So we send a data is send. Once again, guys. So now you can see the establishment has been done. You got the flag and everything. So try hack me. You got the data. Copy this. Click on OK. Then come back and paste it and submit. Yeah. So now you can see how many they have sent. Uh, you need to search how many handshakes entries are there in the network log. Handshake log is 1, 2, a 3, a 4, a 5. So this is a handshake log is 5 this game. That's it. We have done this. Just click on close. Yes. So this is done now. Now come back. So now network fundamentals we open now. Okay, we close this. So how the web works. So we go for DNS details. So what is DNS in details? So what is a DNS? So DNS is a domain name system. It is a fundamental protocol used an internet and local network to translate human-friendly domain names like example.com and IP address such as that computers uses a identification and communication each other. DNS plays a crucial role in enabling users to access websites and other online resources using easily recognizable names rather than a numerical IP address. Here are some key details. We can see here. We can see this is the IP address google.com, bbc.com, linux.org, tryhackme, NASA government, Facebook and TikTok. So here, what does DNS stands for? domain name system. Copy, paste it. So now you can see domain hierarchy. So what is a domain hierarchy? So the domain hierarchy is a structured system used to organize and manage a domain names on the internet. It defines the relationship between a different levels of domain names and provides the way to categorize and identifies the website service and resources. The domain hierarchy is organized from the top level domain, okay, to a subdomains and specific domain names. Here you can see this is the top domain, this is a subdomain, and this is everything. So what is the maximum length of subdomain is 63. So the domain limited is 63 here, okay. Which of the following character cannot be used in the subdomain is underscore. So what is the maximum length of a domain name? Maximum length is 253. What type of TDL is code.co.uk? Co.uk is co.uk is TLT. So this is country code of top level domain. That's it. So now we can come to a record type. So what is a record type? DNS name system. Records are used to store a various types of information about a domain names and their associated resource. Each DNS record type serves a specific purpose and provides a different type of information here. Like you can see, uh, a record maps a domain name to a IP address for. It specifies the IP address where the specific domain or subdomain points. Okay, and AA record. These record resolve IP version 6 address and CNAME. CNAME creates an alias, a nickname for a domain or subdomain. A CNAME record points a one domain or subdomain to another domains. A record, for example, CNAME records for a blog.example might point to a example.com. An MX record. So MX record is like a mail exchange records. It specifies the mail servers and responsible for receiving mails messages to the domain. It indicates the mail servers, host names, and priority of handling an incoming mail. And TXT records. TXT records is like a text record. Stores a arbitrary text information associated with the domain. TXT records are often used a various purposes, including a domain verifications, sender policy framework, records for email authentications, and other human readable notes. So there are many other things that you want to know, like NS record, name server record, SOA record, start of authority record, PTR record, point record, and SRV record, service record, CAA record, certification authority and authorization record. It will more be important if you take a wild card of SSL. Okay, and NAPTR record, naming authority point record. Okay, so now you can see this. So what type of record would be used and advice? Way to send a mail. It's a MX record. And what type of record handles IPv6 for? That's a level 4. So making a request. What happens when you make a DNS request? So you can see you can receive a DNS server and DNS root DNS server information, authoritative DNS server, and that will send to in your destination PC. So what field specifies and how long a DNS record that should be cached for? That is a TTL, time to live. So what type of DNS server is usually provided by your ISP? ISP is recursive. What type of server holds all the records in the domain is authoritative. So if can so this is authority authoritative. So this. So now we go for practical, then launch the website. So you just need to put what is the name of shop. You just need to put only shop, cname and shop. Okay, what is the cname of the shop dot website dot tryhackme? NS lookup, then send a request. So this is the answer. So what is the value of txt records of the website.th? So now click on txt and send a request. So this is the answer. Try hack me. The answer. Copy, then paste it. Then click on submit. What is the numerical priority value of MX record? So this is MX record, then send. Numerical value is only a 30. That's it. So what is the IP address for a record of www.website.th? Then send a request. IP address is this 10.10.10.10. Then click on submit. So we have totally completed this work. Then we can close this. So we completed this. Come back. So we need to go HTTP in detail. So first of all, I just need to close this. So what is HTTP? So HTTP or Hypertext Transfer Protocol is a fundamental protocol used for communication between web browsers, clients and web servers over the internet. It forms the foundation of the data exchange for the World Wide Web and is responsible for requesting and delivering a web pages, images, videos and other resources. So here we can see what does HTTP stands for. We can see Hypertext Transfer Protocol. What does yes in HTTP stands for? Hypertext Transfer Protocol Secure. That's submit. No. So I have done here a mistake. So it asks only does means a secure only. That's it. So on the mock web page, the right click. So you need to launch this. On the mock web page, right in the issue, you can find it. Click it on what is the challenge of the flag. Uh, this is only the HTTP. Then click. So here is the flag. Invalid HTTP certificate. That's it. Click on submit. Then you can minimize. So request and response. So when you want to access any type of website, like you want to go to a Google and you want to search a certain type of USA president, like database, so you can get a request and that will give you a response for you. Okay. So now you can see here what is the URL. URL is like uniform resource locator. Like I want to get something data like who purchased the Twitter and who owned the Twitter, like this, so that can give a certain informations. Also you can see like you go to a facebook.com, if it their data is available then it will create it. Like if you don't have, you can create an account, then it will give username and password for you. Like you can create and you can verify your email and get it done. So here are basic things. So what HTTP protocol being used in the above example is HTTP /1:1. So 1. So here you can see here. So here we can see what response header tells the browser how much data is accepted. Is the content length only will tell that one. So now we go for HTTP methods. So HTTP methods are the way for the client to show their intended, and that verbs that indicates the type of actions and clients, such as a web browser wants to perform a resource hosted on the web servers. Each HTTP method has a specific purpose and it is used to retrieve or modify or interact with a resource in different ways. Here are some common HTTP methods. You can see get request, post request, put request, and delete request. So now what method would be used to create a new user is post. What method would you use to put your email address is put. What method would you use to remove a picture you have uploaded in your account is delete. What method would you use to view the news or article is get. So HTTP status code. So what is these codes is like. So in the previous task you have learned HTTP server response and everything. So here we will see here 10 200 and everything. See, HTTP status codes are 3 digits numbers that indicates a outcome of an HTTP request uh, to response cycle. They provide information about whether the request was successfully encountered in error or requires a further action. Status code helps a client such as a web browsers and servers communicate effectively and handle various scenarios. Here are some common HTTP status codes grouped by their categories. You can see 200 OK, 201 created, 301 permanent redirect, and 302 sometimes it will get a credentials also. 400 bad request, 401 not authorized, 403 forbidden, 405 method not allowed, 404 page not found, 500 internal service error, 503 service unavailable. So now we can see this how to perform. So now we can see this. What is the response code might you receive if you have created a new user or a blog post article is created is 201. What response code might you receive if you have tried to access page does not exist? Page does not exist is 404. So what response code might you have received if the web servers cannot access if the database of the application catches is 401. No, it's a 403. No. Does not, no, sorry, 503. So what response code might you receive if you try to edit your profile without logging first? Is 401? Yes. So now you can see headers. Headers are additional bits of a data you can send to a web servers when making a request. So common request of headers. So there are headers that are sent from a client usually. So that can accept like HTTP headers and host and everything. So now we go for directly for this. So did we do that? So we have missed this practical. We need to do this. Okay. So http.tryhackme.com. We try to put 404 error 403 service unavailable port. What to do? This web check. This need to. So now we come to a header. So let's see this header. So what header tells the web server that browsers is being used is user agent. What header tells the browser what type of data is being returned is that return type is only a content type. What header tells the web server which website is being is requesting is only the host which was hosted over there. Now launch this. So this is only a cookie. How Chrome, Safari, Edge and Internet Explorer. So just you can remove this. So what is a cookie? So you are logging already to a internet access and you want to get that cookie and you need to save the cookies and you need to use without logging to any one person without logging with your user credentials in another system. So you just make a cookie from here. So you can see here cookie, try hack me cookie with a whitelist, add dot cookie with a whitelist. So you get this cookie logs and you can upload into in your other system. Then you can use directly that cookie without logging into the another uh, without getting a credentials information. Okay. So which header is used to save cookies on in your computer is set cookie. No. Type set cookie. No, it's not working. So let's see, the answer is cookies is click on network. We see a network is the answer. No. So let's see. What is the answer is set cookie only here. What is wrong? So here is a mistake we have done. Set cookie. That's the right answer. So now we come to a making a request. So click on the view site here. Here is everything. Here make a get request from the room. Okay, so we are getting a request. So get a request. Yes, we have get the request here. HTTP get request. So here we have done something wrong. So request to a rooms here. That's the mistake. Rooms. Then click on go. So here we got it. Try hack me. You are in the room. Copy. Then click on submit. So make a get request to a blog and use the gear icon and set the ID parameter to the one in the URL field. So you can click on this a get and from here a blog and click on the settings. Key ID is 1, key is ID, value is 1. Click on save, then just close this, then click on go. So now you can see try hack me, you found the blog. That's it, we got it here now. So now make a delete request to a user one. So now come to a delete here, then you need to put here from here user and one. So first of all we need to delete this, then let's go. So now you can see try hack me, the user is deleted. So now put a request user 2 with a username and parameter set to a admin. So now we go for put and user 1 to user 2 and parameters what we need to set. User key is user, value is admin. Then click on save, then close this, then go. No, we not yet get. I think something we have done. So we have done here some mistake. Type username is admin, then click on save, then go here set, we got it here. The user has been updated, then click on submit. So now post the username try hack me and password, let me into a login. So for this you just go to a post and you come back to here, then go for login, then click on this old record, you just delete it, then key name is put a same username, password, and the value is here is what is this we need to put, try hack me, I think so, we try, then close this, then click on go. No, post the request, try hack the username is TryHackMe. So we forget here password is let me in, then click on save, then click on get the link. So now you can see HTTP request master is got. So that's it guys, this lab we have completed. Just close this. So now we have completed. Now you come back. Come back to the room. So now we see how website works. So now click on this, how website works. So we just want to go this. So now we can come back. So website, like from your browser, you can you log in, you go to a Chrome or Firefox or Safari or anything else. You can request a data. Okay. So from the browser you can request, and that will go to a request to the browser from the internet, and that will, if the server have a data, that will give you a response back to internet to a browser. That's it. So what is the describe best describe the component of web application uh, render of your browser is what is the when front end yes. So HTML. So HTML is an hypertext markup language. Okay. So let's play with some HTML on the right side, and you should see the box and render HTML into a box. And click on the render HTML code button. It will render you HTML on the page. You should see the images of some cats. So let's see this one. So now you can see here a cat website. Okay. Now you are seeing a cat. One of the image on the cat website is broken. We need to fix this one. Okay. How we can fix this one? Fix a broken fix and image will revise a hidden text browser. Okay, so this is a cat tool. So now we can see here from image source cat.jpg. Okay. So So what we need to put here missing is jpg. Then you can click on enter the html. Now we see html hero is came, the cat. So now we can see that is html hero answer, this one. So now add a dog image on the page by adding another image tag on the line in the 11. Okay, here. Okay, and location image dot dog dot one dot png. Okay, what is the text that dog image? Okay, so we need to type the same thing. Copy here. Copy this. Image source. Then we need to copy this image dog1.png. This, that's it. Then click on retender. So here is we got the dog HTML. That's it. Dog HTML. That's it. Submitted. So now we can close this. This is over. So now we go for JavaScript. So what is a JavaScript? So we can see JavaScript is JS is one of the most popular coding language in the world and allows a pages and become a interactive HTML is used to create the website and structures and content while. So now directly we flow into the work. So now we can see how this JavaScript can work. So now we can see here you can add JavaScript as added within the page source code and can either load within the script tags. Okay. So we need to add the elements from here. HTML elements here is this document hack the planet. So here we need to add and click on return the HTML. Congratulations, the answer of the question is JSSIFUN. That's it. Okay, click on OK. That's it. Click on submit. We have got the answer. Complete this. We can close this also. So now we go for sensitive data exposure. So what is a sensitive data exposure? Like in website have something a data information. Like you want to get that type of sensitive informations. Like let's see these sensitive informations. Like so just click on this, inspect. So to do, remove a test credential, username admin and test is test password. So for this we try to log in here. username is admin test pwswd. Okay, so this is the information value. So username is admin, password is pass. You try to log in, so incorrect credential logins. So we go here again, inspect the links. So let's see test password. Okay, so we try to log in admin test password. So we can see the embedded page at Statistics Labs TryHackMe Cloud says is congratulations. So what is this is so view the website and the task. What is the password in the hidden of the source code is test password. That's it. So now close this. So HTML injection. What is an HTML injection? So HTML injection is also known as HTML injection attacks or a code injection is a type of security vulnerabilities that occurs when untrusted data is inserted into a HTML web page without a proper uh, validation or escaping. This can be lead to unaccepted behavior, security risks, and potential attacks on web applications. HTML injections can take various forms, but most common types is included here. So now we can see here what type of text we need to include, but here is not yet given yet. So now let's see this work. So here he was given something. What is your name? We need to put name as a, we go for a, then a, href equal to, so this is a website. So here you need to put like http hacker.com. Then click on say hi. Say hi. Where this not coming? So it shows welcome hacker.com. So I need to input here something. Click here, then say. Once you click on here, nothing. So let's see. From the beginning we try. So we can't able to get this. So just close this, close. So now we try again. So we just launch the site. So now we need to put a and a. Now we type href. So the hr. So first of all we put a tag and a close tag. Okay, now you need to come here the a tag. You need to type href equal to the domain name. Here is this domain. Then come here, paste it again, then click on getter, type uh, click here, then click on say hi. So here you see, congratulations, the answer is HTML injections. Okay, you got it here, click on OK, then click on submit. So that's it guys, this lab is over. Then close this, come back. So putting it all together, so what we can see this in here. So from the previous model we have learned the quite of lot of things in the behind of the scenes when you request a web pages in a browsers. So then we can just complete this one, not required. So you can see a request a website, find the web server's IP address and with the DNS, connect a web servers and view the website and other components. So load balancers, when a website traffic starts and getting a quite larger of running an applications that needs a high value of availabilities. So one web service might no longer to do the job. Load balancer provides a two main features, ensuring a high traffic website can handle the load and providing a failover if a server becomes unresponsiveness when you request a website with the load balancers, and the load balancers will receive your request first. So let's see what is content delivery networks. A CDN can be extend a resource and database. So now you can see what can be used to the host static files and spend up a client side visit of the website is CDN. So what does a load balancer performs to make a host is still alive is a health check. What can be used to help against hacking a website is WAF. So now we can see how web servers work. A web server is a software application that stores a process and delivers a web content to a client such as a web browser over an internet. It plays a crucial role in the service serving a website, applications and other online services. So now we can see here is no any practical. So now we can see what does a web server software use it to multi, multiple sites is a virtual host. What is the name for the type of a content that can change is dynamic. What does the client see a backend of the code is no. Backend code client cannot be seen. So now we go for quiz. So click on view site. So here what we need to do is we need to rearrange everything practically. So Now let's see what else is available here. Here, so first first of all, what we need to put, we need to request a tryhackme.com in your browser. Then check the local cache of your IP address. Then we go for check recursive DNS. Then we see a query of root server to a DNS. Now this file, we can see authoritative DNS service advise the IP address for the website. Request passes through a web application firewall. Request passes through a load balancer. Then think connect a web service on the port 80 or 443. Then you can see HTTP web service is the most request. Then web application take to a database, and your browser returned the HTML into a viewable thing. So now you have got it here. Try hack me, you got the order. Copy. Okay. Come here. Paste it. That's it. You have completed this work. So now close this also. So you can type Linux fundamentals. So we go for Linux fundamentals part 1. So first of all, you need to know what is a Linux. Linux is an open source Unix-like operating systems, a kernel that serves as a foundation for a various Linux distributions and operating systems. Linux is renowned for its stability, security, and versatilities, making it a popular choice for a servers, embedded systems, and even a personal computers. Here are some fundamental concepts and common for a Linux here. So here, where is it? Where is Linux is used? Linux is can be used like in many type of organizations. So we can see here. So Linux is used in the wide range of applications and industries that thanks for its flexibility and stability and security and open source natures. And here are some many other many areas they can be used, like a server systems, cloud computing, and network telecommunications, embedded systems, supercomputing, desktop and personal computing, software development and scientific research, educational institutions and web development, security and penetration testing, entertainment and gaming, servers and small and medium businesses, educational computing, and open source projects. So now we can see this. what is the year that was first released in the Linux operating system? Is that was launched in 1991 or 97? I think so. One. Yes. But here is not yet given anything else. So now first of all we start the machine as a Linux machine. So we can see this. So let it be start this one. So it started. So first of all we gonna start. So here is a command. So first of all we try to start. So we try now with echo hello friend. Enter. So it's game. So now you can type who am I. So try hack me. So if we wanted to output of the text of TryHackMe, what would you do the command? So for this, echo TryHackMe. Yes. What is the username of you are logged in and you are deployed in the Linux machine? Is a TryHackMe. TryHackMe. That's it. So now interacting with the file systems. So you can type with ls. Here we see access log folder 1, folder 2, folder 3 and folder 4. So we not yet find anything else here. So now let's get started this. Let's see. We need to analyze first here. So here interacting with the file Linux. we type ls, it's not going. So we try with the cd uh, folder 2, type a list, nothing, then come back cd, then you can type cd a folder 3, type a list, nothing, then you can type cd back. Now you can type cd folder 1, type a list, nothing. Now you can type a clear this cd. Now you can type a list cd a folder 4. Now I can type a list. Yeah, here I have node.txt. So now this and all not a matter. So on the Linux machine that you have deployed, how many folders are there? Is a 4 folders. Which directory folder contains a 4? Is a folder 4. What is the content of this file? Okay, so you need to type cat node.txt. So hello world, you type hello world, then click on submit. Use the cd command to navigate this file and get a new current working folder. So for this, so now we can type a cd here. So now you can type cd, no, type a list. Yeah, now we got type cd folder 4. Now we can type pwd to navigate home, TryHackMe folder 4. Then no, this will not get here. Home, TryHackMe folder 4. That's it. So we got it here. So now we can see searching for a files. So how we can search the files in the Linux machine? So we can see here, we can come to cd, then we can type a clear here. So we can type a list here, we got it. So now so you can type like a find folder 1. So it got a folder 1 like this. Okay, so and if you want to find any type of txts, like you can type a find folder 4, the folder for node.txt. So you can type file folder 4 node.txt. So we got it found there. So now we got it here. So using grp, so another is a great utility that great one of the learn to how about its use of grp. The grp command allows to search the content of the files and value of that we are looking for. Okay, so we just clear this. you can type grep and you need to put here grep TryHackMe. TryHackMe access. So we have put here access dot log. So here we got the access dot log. So here we need to find the flag that prefix TryHackMe. What is the flag? We not yet found the flag. So here is the flag TryHackMe access. TryHackMe CCESS access. That's it. Then click on complete. So what is a shell operator? So you need to learn about a shell operator. So Linux operates the fantastic way of a power up your knowledge of working with the Linux. There are few important operators that are worth nothing. So we cover up in the basics here. So it's earned, unearned. So this is a background operator, and here and operator greatest is no. So this operator redirector means that we can take out the output from the command, such as using the output file. So operator and an operator. So now we can try with this. Let's see. So we can type with echo. Hey, Pentester Club. See, we type cat welcome. Cat welcome. No such file or directory. So that's not required here. Or so this is on. So now what we need to use here, like if I want to replace a content of a file name and passwords with a word of password 123. So for this you need to type echo password 123 trace of password. So now if I want to add a TryHackMe to the file name of password but and also keep the password 123, what would my command be? So your command is echo password 123 no, this is wrong. I need to put a TryHackMe password, then click on submit. So that's it. Conclusion and summaries. So nice work for getting this stage. So we covered a quite bit of your first interactions with the Linux. However, these are most essential functions. So understanding how the Linux can work and how it will be done. So directly you can type a pwd here. You can get here home dot tryhack. You can go like from here home tryhack me. Then type list. You can get. So here I created Pentester Club. So you can type a cd Pentester Club. So it's not directory. So you can type cat Pentester Club. Let's see. Hey, that's we have created. So we have completed. So now we go for uh, Linux fundamentals part 2. So we just terminate this one, not required. Come back. So in the Linux fundamental tools, uh, Linux fundamentals part 2. So here we learn like unlocking the potentials of your first view of commands by introducing your you to a flags and arguments, advancing your knowledge with the file system and performing some more useful commands such as a copying and monitoring files, introducing you to access the mechanism in place to keep a file and folders show secure and how to identify the things that our current users has to access. So now we can deploy the machine. Let it be deployed. So what is SSH? SSH is a secure socket layer, simply a protocol that between devices and encrypted form using a cryptography and as any input we send and human readable format is encrypted and traveling over the network where it can be unencrypted once it is reaches the remote mission such as the diagram below. So where we see here, so we got the IP address, start an attacker box. So it's loading now. So let this load first. So it's taking bit time. task is completed. So now just press enter. So from this you just open a terminal. Now we need to connect a SSH. So you need to type here SSH TryHackMe at the rate 10.10.120.183. Yes, that's the IP address. Then click on enter. So now what we need to do here is type yes. Then you need to give the password. Password is TryHackMe. TryHackMe. Let's see. Yeah, we are in the SSH. So this task is complete. So introduction to the flags and switches. So a majority of command allows for arguments and provided these arguments. So you can type a list here. So here we see a list. So if you want to see a hidden files, so list minus a, you can see this is the hidden files in our Linux system. So if you want to get help, ls minus help. So we got it here. So I just type clear. You can type it man list of directories is game. So now you're gonna just quit. So what directional arrow key would you use to navigate the manual page? That is only a down key. So what flag we will use to display the output of human readable way? That is, need to see this. Is what flag would you use to human readable way? Let's see this flag. Man, title list. No. So human readable, so again we type here human.ls. So that is human readable is -h. So now we go for file system interaction and content. So here, so we covered some of the most fundamental commands when interacting with the file systems on the Linux machines. For example, we covered how the list of the file and contents a folder using list and find and series and everything. So now we can see. So touch means create a folder. Make directory means we can create a directory. CP means copy. Move means move. RM means remove. File means determine the file type of file. So we can create now a file. So we just clear this. So we can type touch note. So we created, now we can type list. So we created a note file here. Okay. So now we can type remove note. Now I can type list. We remove the note file. Okay. So now we can type create a directory, make a directory, Pentester Club. So we created a directory. So you can see this is our directory. Now you can type touch note. So now I can type a list. So that's not is game. So you need to move for this one. Move note to Pentester Club. Now I can type a list. So here is game. Now I can type cd Pentester Club. Now I can type a list. Here is not. So you can type cd. Then you can type a remove Pentester Club. So it's remove. It's a directory. So can't able to remove. So that's not a problem. So now you can come here. How would you create a file name called as new node? So new node is touch new node. So on the deployable machine, what is the file type of unknown one in TryHackMe home directory? One TryHackMe directories. So we type a list. We type a list here. cd my folder. What would we move my file to a directory to a my folder? So that is here move. So type as cd. So we can type as just type a list. So we need to type a my file. So you need to type move. So which one we need to move now is my file to my folder. So that's we have created recently. Copy, then my folder. That's it. So we forget this one. On the deployable machine, what is the file type of unknown one? in TryHackMe's home directory. So you just clear all this, type a list. So pwd cat unknown one, no, so it's not it. So now let's see. We try with the file unknown one. No, so this I have done mistake. K N O. So this is a axi text. So you can type AS CWI text. Text. So what is the contents in the file? You can type a list. So now I go to CD, my folder. Now type a list cat my file. So this is the answer for this. TryHackMe underscore file system put. So permission 101. So now we can see what is this permission 101. So here, as you would have already found out of now, certain users cannot access a certain files or folders. You have previously explored some commands that can be used in determine what access we have and what we lead us. So now I can type ls minus lh. Now I can see the file access and everything. So that is a read and write and execute. So now we can go su user2 and it will ask a password. Password is TryHackMe. Authentication failure. So we not yet get the password, that one. So now I go back, switching between su user2, but that's not get. So now try to, we don't know the password, how to enter over there. So on the deployable mission, who is the owner of this important is user to. What would be the command to be switched to a user to? Su user to. Now switch to the user to using the password user to. What is the output of important? What is the flag over there? So type a list here, cat important. So TryHackMe su user to. So type here su user to. So now we can see a common directories. So this root directory is one of the most important root directories on your system, that etc folders or many other folders which you see. So for some examples you can see here, you can type cd or etc, then type a list. You got the many thing list here. Now come back cd. Now I can type cd a var. You can type a list. You find a var list. Come back. Now I can type list everything you got here. So read me this no answer. So we directly go for answering now. So what is the directory path that would we accept a logs to be stored in? So where the logs will be stored. So here we see where or log. So here we got it, where or log, got it. So what root directory is similar to how RAM of a computer works? So that is in a temporary folder. So you can type cd or temp. That's a RAM folder. Type list here. Private system, private RDP. Here we got it. So name of the home directory that router users use. Type cd. So that's type a list. Now type pwd is root use the root directory only. Then this not required. So conclusion and summaries. So now we have learned how to connect on the Linux machines remotely using SSH and advancing your use of commands and providing flags and switches, and where you can go and learn about these each commands in the main page. A brief introductions of the permissions and switching the users. So now we go for Linux fundamentals part 3. So I just close this. Now come back. So in the Linux fundamental part 3, what we can see here. So now we just click on start machine and start the attack box. So now what we need to do here, use the following credential: mission IP, username TryHackMe, username TryHackMe. So if you have logged in the Linux fundamental part 3 using SSH and you have deployed the attack box as successful. So we need to log in through SSH right now. still starting. So you just enter here. So now we need to use the mission IP address, username and password here. So open the terminal. You type as such TryHackMe mission IP address is, what is the mission IP address is 10.10.10.10. Let's close this. So sometimes just terminate. Where is this? Start animation. Nothing. This is not working. So just terminate. Then so this is getting problem. Start animation tag. Write-ups. So this is not income. So first of all, working with here in the browsers will take a much time. So let's switch to a Linux without wasting time. So come back to a Linux. Let's switch. Let it load. Because while coming into the this IP address is attacker box and open IP. Start a machine is nothing else. So just refresh and see. The sites can't be reached. Why? So now it's coming. Now let's see. So now the machine is coming. Why is it like this? Now just close the Linux machine. Just close it. Then come back. Then click on Chobox. 10.175.146. So then ask the credentials. So you type yes, then give the password is TryHackMe. So now you have done, it's completed. So terminal to here. So I can type a list. The list is a task 3 only available. So you type subscribers. Then click command or control O to write the data, then control X. That's right. So now I can type list. Here is list. Now I can type cat my file. We got hello Pentester Club subscribers. Got it here. Understand? So now we go to edit this. Edit a task 3 located in the TryHackMe's home directories using an arrow. What is the flag? So we can type a list. So we can type nano a task 3. We can see TryHackMe text editor. So we need to put here TryHackMe text editors. That's the answer. Now come back to a Linux machine, then Control O, yes, Control X. So general useful utilities. So now you can try here. So if you want to get something data, just first clear this. So if you want to get something data, so you need to type wc get, and you can type https assets.tryhackme.com additional Linux fundamentals part 3.myfile.txt. So it's got, but fail the request. So transferring a files from your host to SCP. So for this, you can type SCP. So on the event to IP address. So this is only the examples we need to present here. So now come back. So ensure that your connection is deployed here. So now use a Python HTTP server model that starts a web server. Download the from HTTP with the flag.txt. Copy this. So now come back here. Clear. wc get. This is not allow HTTP. 10.10.175.146 and 8080 slash flag.txt. Failed to connection as refused. So first of all we need to connect the Python. So for this we need to try clear. So you can type here Python 3 minus n https. So http server. So server http ports is now running. So click on file and open a new terminal here. So now you can type wc get http 10.10.175.146.8080/dot connection is failed to authenticate. Why? WC get. So we have done something mistake. Let me see if well. So what we have is HTTP server we connected. So click on this. What is our system IP address? Failed to connection is refused. We try 80, connection is refused. Connection is refused. So let's see this one. So from beginning we start. Close this also. Yes, close that up. Open it up. Now you type Python 3 minus m HTTP server. Okay, this server is started. Then open it up. Now you type wget HTTP 10.10.175.14680. Here I have done. I put 8080. So that's the mistake. Flag.txt. So if I put 8000 also, it's wrong. What we have to try again here. So HTTP 10.10.175 146 dot flag.txt. Connections failed. So what is the answer? Just complete it. So use a wget and hidden the file. So don't forget the period of the flag.txt downloading and getting. So that's here where we have to deploy the machine. So here is I have done the mistake because this I need to run in the SSH, but I'm not yet running the SSH. So you need to type SSH TryHackMe @10.10.1.75.146 and type TryHackMe. So I was exit from this. So that's the wrong. Okay. So that's the wrong we have got here. So now type wget. Okay. HTTP. Now type 10.10.146.8000.flag.txt. Also refuse. So yes, we just type it clear. Now I can type Python 3 minus m. So Python 3 minus m http dot server. So it's listening. Now we go with same terminal, but this is going to a without connected to SSH. That's the problem. So we need to connect SSH. TryHackMe at the rate. Sorry, IP address is 10.10. We need to see this IP address. We need to get on the same machine. 175.146. 175.146. Password is TryHack. So now we go for wget. Type here wget http 10.10.175.146,000 flag.txt. Then let's see, here is we save. Now we have got it here. So we have got the error what we are getting the previously mistaken. So now type a list. It's not it came. So now what you need to do here is so you can type list minus a. So what is this our flag? This is our one flag.txt one. So you can type cat.flag.txt.1. So TryHackMe, we get web servers. Understand? So we need to type here TryHackMe wget web server. That's it. We have completed. So now process of 101. So process of 101. You can see. You can type ps here. The process we get, and so guys, it's dragging too much time. We need to complete this earlier. We go for systemctl. We got the systemctls, everything. So just exit this. Yes, close that down. So now let's come back. Control X. So type here echo echo hi TryHackMe, then go here escape. So now you go like cd where dot put opt type the best tryhackme.sh. So bash tryhackme.sh. So here see TryHackMe is a process in the hunter. So now you can see if we are to launch a process and where is the process ID was 300, what would be the processor ID for new processor? P is 301. If we want to be cleanly kill the process, what signal would be sent? That is the sig term. So locate and process that are running in the deployed is in the flag. What was the flag was given is that. So now I clear this. So X, now I can see all processor IDs here. What will the process of deploying? So where we need to find the answer is TryHack. So this is TryHackMe the process. TryHack processes. So processes. So what command would we use to stop the service of my service? So system. So we need to put system ctl stop my service. What command would be used to start the same service on the boot of the system? So this is the same thing here. Stop place. We need to put enable. What command would you use to bring a previously background process of the back to the foreground? This foreground means FG. So maintain your system authentications. So ensure you are connected to the deployed instance. Look at the running route. So we type pro tab -e. So here we came here. When you cron tab e on the deployed, and run. And answer format is so we see here reboot at the rate reboot. So maintaining your systems, this not at all required at all, just complete. So maintaining your system logs, so we briefly touch an Apache web server's logs from the fail to ban service. So now I just directly type Ctrl X, cd where log, okay, type cd where log, type a list, you can see Apache 2, then we not yet find here fail to. Okay, we go to cd Apache 2, now type a list, access log 1 and access log 2. So what is the IP address for the user who visited the site? How we get? So we need to get hidden files list minus here. So this is other vhosters access the log. Just click on copy this one. You type a cat and paste it. Sudo su. You need to put your TryHackMe password. So we are in the so we type cat see permission is denied. So try to clear this, then type a list, then type a list minus here. So we see whoever is access this one, type just copy, then we see cat, then paste this, permission is denied. So we try to go as cd, then can type sudo su hack me, try hack me. So su I try hack me. Let's see, authentication failure. Try sure no su TryHackMe authentication failure. So okay, now just clear this. Now we go for cd where log apache 2, then you can type a list minus l. So now you need to type cat access dot log dot one. So here is we got it everything clear. 10.9.223, this is the answer. 10.9.232.111. So what file did they access? So the file is catsandogs.jpg. Copy, no, no, catsandogs.jpg. Submit. So conclusion and summaries. So using the terminal text editors, general utilities such as downloading and servicing context using the Python web servers and like Intel processors and many other things. So here totally we have completed the Linux fundamentals. Now just terminate this, come back. So we go for Windows fundamentals now. So what is a Windows fundamental? So you just start machine, start a ticker box, it's automatically starting. So Windows is a wide used operating system deployed by Microsoft. It is known for its user-friendly interface, compatibility with a wide range of softwares, and widespread use in personal computers and enterprises and environments. Here we can see here many things here. So the Windows machine is coming now. So now click on the search button, then type RDP, then click on this. Then you need to enter the IP addresses here 10.10.161.229. Then click on connect. Ask the username is administrator, password is let me in 123. Then click on OK. So this is completed. So it's Windows editions. So what is a Windows editions? So Windows operating systems has a long history. It's back like a 1985 and currently it's a dominated operating systems in both home use and corporate systems. So we directly go for what is encryption can be enabled on the Pro that you cannot able to enable in the home is uh, that can be done is like a bit locker in the desktop GUI. So the desktop start menu and search box and Cortana and everything you can see. So what is, let's see what is this here. Type let me in 123. Then click on let's go. Everything you can see here, displays and everything. So now let's see. So we go for directly answer. What is the selection will be hide or disable in the search box? That will be like hidden. Which selection will be hide or disabled in the task view button? Like show task view button. So beside the clock on network, here clock on network, what other icons is visible in the notification area? So nothing. That's only like a action center. So in come to a file system. So you just open a file, PC, local disk and Windows. Click on properties. So this Windows connection is very hard. Okay, what is stands for NTFS? So NTFS is click on properties. Let's see securities. So NTFS is like new technology file system. So the Windows folder is C and Windows and Windows. Windows folder is and Windows System 32. System 32. Then see. So what is the system variables of the system folder? That's is percentage. So win directory with percentage. So user accounts and profiles, like you just make from here, user accounts and the profile. Okay. This TryHackMe. So, what is the group's names and members? So here is there. What is the group of the username of the member is remote desktop users. So what is the built-in in the account for the guest access of the computer is a guest. What is the account status? Account is disabled. So user control access. What is UAE stands for? So user account, you can see because the video will become very lengthy. I want to complete it faster. So user account control. User account control. So in the control panel, change the view of a small icons. What is the last setting of the control panel view? Is a Windows Defender firewall. What is the keyboard shortcut to open a task manager? Is it's a control plus shift plus escape. So conclusion, we just go for task 2. Just go. Just close this. Come back. So we go for Windows Fundamental 2. Now click start on machine. Now we have done. So what is the system configurations? So we just directly go for answers for this. So what is the name of a service that lists a system internals as a manufacturer? Is PS shutdown. Whom is the Windows license registered to? Is Windows user. So what is the command for Windows for troubleshooting? So command for troubleshooting, C Windows system 32 control.exe name Microsoft dot troubleshooting. So what command will be open the control panel with the answer? So that's it, control.exe, that will open. So change the USC accounts. So what is the command to open a user account control systems? The answer of .exe file is not the full path. So user account control settings .exe. So control management. So what is the command to open a computer management? So that's com compm gmt.emsc. Yes. Let's see. At what time every day is a Google update task machine UA task configured to run as is 6:15 a.m. So what is the name of the hidden folder that is shared? That is sh or 3f here d3r. So system informations. So so you directly go for answers. What is the command to open a system information? So that is ms info 32 dot exe. So what is the list under a system name? Is TryHackMe win function 2. Under the environment variable, what is the value of comsec? Percentage system root percentage system 32 cmd.exe. Resource monitored. So in the resource monitor, what is the command to open a resource monitor? Is resource monitor.exe. So now we go for command prompt. So in system configuration, what is the full command of the internet protocol configuration? So you can type C Windows system 32 cmd.exe k percentage Windows directory percentage system 32 ipconfig.exe. So what is the command for ipconfig command? Ipconfig all. So registry for editors. So for this, what is the command to open a registry editor? So you type reged rigid dt 32.exe, then click on submit. So once you come for conclusion, that's it. Just close this. You can click on terminate. So we have terminated this one. So now come back this, click on Windows Fundamentals. So Windows Fundamentals Part 3. So from this, so this is not at all required. Just so what is the Windows update? A format. Let's see. 5/3/2021. So what is the Windows security? Let's see here. So in the above image, which area needs immediate attention? So you need to put virus and threat protection. So now virus and threat protections. Specifically, what is a turned off that Windows is notifying to you to turn on is real-time protection. Firewall and network. So if you are connected to a airport Wi-Fi, what most likely will be the active firewall profile is public network. App and browse controls. That's not required. Device and security. So what is the TPM stands for? So TPM stands for Trusted Platform Module. Trusted Platform Module. So what is a BitLocker? So what is the most must a user insert a computer that do not have a TPM version 1.2 or a later? Let's say USB startup key. So volume shadow copy service. So what is VSS? That's a volume shadow service. So conclusion, we have completed. That's it guys. Just close this, come back. So that's it guys, this is for the pre-security. Thank you guys for watching, have a nice day.